part of the world as the Abzu. And the truth, the right pronunciation is not Abzu as in animal zoo. No, it's Abzu. They pronounced the ZU as Tsu. And that is an African word. If we say this person is very dark-skinned, we say umnyama Tsu. But what? There's someone I'm looking for. Look at this. Mr. Tellinger says one of the many stone walls that still stand close to 3 meters high, a section of a large ruin with a diameter of 150 meters, a carved stone that resembles a human head stands close by as if it was part of some kind of ritual. Of course it was. That this is Anu, the great father of the human race. And he's right here in South Africa.
So let's take this in kind of a sequence then, Credo.
Yes, sir.
You say the Star people landed in Africa.
Yes, sir.
They started the mines and got
They enslaved the black people whom they found there.
And it seems that that place on the border of Botswana, the Toledo Hills.
Todilo.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That was the place where humanity, as we know it, was seeded.
Yes, sir. Humanity landed there, directed by the great giant Todilo, the place of emerging of living animals.
And from there,
Yes,
the knowledge and the myths and the beliefs and the language went north and eventually to Sumer in Egypt and became the basis of those civilizations.
Yes, sir. Sir, please look at this. Doctor, listen to this. We read that the Sumerian deity Dumuzi was buried in the deep Abzu on the edge of a cliff on top of a mountain facing east at his father's special place. This may yet become one of the most important historical discoveries that links human prehistory and so-called mythology of the 21st century. Listen to this. His father was the Sumerian deity Enki. Bullshit. Rubbish. Gag.
What is it then?
Say, Enki is known in Africa as Nkai or Ngai.
For people that have not, studied this, in the Sumerian tablets, Enki and Enlil are supposed to be the brothers who were the leaders of a star people, shall we say, which
Yes,
go with
yes.
the name in some cultures anyway as the Anunnaki, and that was all. It's all based in Sumer. But you're saying we have to come to Africa to find the
Please, we have to, Mr. David. We have to. At one time, I was hoping to work with scientists like Madam Brenda Sullivan. Every god was ever worshipped by the Sumerians. Every god had his origin here in Africa. His or her name was African. Let me tell you about the goddess Inanna. In the fables of the Botswana people, in the fables of all tribes in East Africa and South Africa, the name Inanna occurs again and again and again. Not only that, in Africa, all the gods which were worshipped in Africa, which were worshipped in Sumeria, were actually African gods.
Same with Egypt.
Yes, Ra, even today amongst the Botswana people here, the name Ra means father. And the oldest warlike goddess was in Egypt, Hathor or Hathor. In South Africa, she was known as Mahato, the mother of the great footprint.
Is that the footprint that you showed me once?
Yes, sir.
It's about 6 foot long, isn't it?
Yes, sir. And Mr. David, that footprint is the footprint of a woman, not a man. How do we know? If you are a tracker of people, you will notice that the instep of a woman's foot is slightly different from that of a male foot. Africa gave the world its civilization.
You were telling a story earlier, and I kind of gave a bit of historical context about, you were telling a story about Enki and the relation of that figure to Africa. Could you continue with that story?
Yes, sir. Enki in Africa is known as Ngai or Ngai. He is still worshipped even now amongst the people of Kenya. And there is another god, a deity, called Uru Wantai. Uru means old, or grand, or majestic, Uru. And in Africa, you go to Zimbabwe, say, in Africa, the word for great is Kuru, and in Zulu land, Kulu. The word Kuru or Kulu also refers to a grandmother. And here is another thing talking about grandmothers. A grandmother is called Gogo in Zulu. This immediately joins African language to Greek language. The word Gogo means wise, old, leading Hesse. And the word occurs also in Greece as gogos. Gogos means a leader. From this comes the English word gog, as pedagogue.
Do you have the equivalent of Enlil, in the Sumerian?
Yes.
The brother of
Yes.
Enki. And are they connected as brothers in African?
Yes, they are, Mr. David. They are. If the word Enlil means Lord of the voice, Lord of the command. And in the language of the Xhosa, to issue to shout or to cry out is lila. Immediately you are talking Sumerian, lila. To wail as at a funeral is lila.
It's interesting. I talked to you over the years about your travels and how you found that you can understand people in apparently different languages all over the world, whether it's the Hopi or
Yes.
Australia. Are you saying that there was once one universal language, or at least a new language was introduced by the Star people, and it went out from Africa and changed slightly?
Yes.
That's why you can still understand
This
it?
is what I'm saying, and I'm saying that defiantly because it is true. And lila means to cry out. En means king, and lil means a shout or a voice shouting. So if a god is called Enlil, it means the Lord of the commanding voice. And Enlil had a wife. Her name, wait for this, was Nina Lila. Nina means a female. And in Africa, even now, go to Zululand, what is the name for a mother in Zululand? Nina, N-I-N-A, Nina. If I say the mother of David, I say Unina ka Davida. The word Nina is the name of a female entity.
I've also read, Credo, that genetic research has suggested, at least one study, that all of humanity can be traced back to a single female in Africa about 200,000 years ago, something like that. Does that fit with what you come across?
Yes, I had the great friend, Professor Raymond Dart, and with him we studied these things. He gave me the original words, and I could find similarities in Africa.
So you think that humanity was seeded in Africa and then went out from Africa? That's
Yes,
the thing that
yes,
people come up with.
yes, Mr. David. Otherwise, why are there so many hundreds of Indo-European words in the African language even now? Why are there words in the Indian language which are similar to African words? Take, for example, say, in the Hindu language. Yes.
Excuse me, could you turn the radio down, please? Could you turn the radio down?
They
Can't hear you.
no, so they can't.
Too
Let's,
loud. Okay, doesn't matter. This is getting noise in the background.
we can go
We can go to
Yeah.
the temple
into the temples.
and we can go through this.
Yeah. What I don't want to do is to disturb your train of thought.
No, it's quite all right, sir.
You're not going to lose anything, huh?
No.
What I'll do is I'll ask questions that will go before this. We can just you can just cut to the next to this, and then I'll throw some.
This is amazing, see, because Michael Tellinger's interpretations of what's happening in South Africa are going out all over the world, and it seems like no one is hearing your voice. And what I don't understand is, I know that you've met with Tellinger. Did he not listen to you, or did he not answer the
He
right
just
questions?
used me, sir, as they all do. I am the most used nigger in South Africa.
Did you tell him, Credo, the sort of things you just told us?
Yes, sir. Now this man here, there's something here. This man here, he rejected me out of hand in the days when I was working with Brenda Sullivan.
Which man are you referring to when you say this man here?
Romnik. There is a white man who is called Romnik. He is a Hungarian. And if ever there was a man who is a bloody racist, it's him. He says that black people have no native intellect, that we all imitate what white people say. This is bullshit. Wait, I will find him. Let's go and...
Okay.
Yeah,
let's go inside and start to do
Let me carry you back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, no problem.
No.
There you go. You give me those books, mate, and you just look after that. I'll take those.
Please, sorry,
Okay,
Mr.
let's go.
I feel bloody weak, but that's my fault.
When you said, Credo, that
Yes.
when you said that you would like to set the record straight, then this is what we would like to help you to do, of course. And we're
Sir,
starting to do this now.
white people, even now, many of them, do not understand that a black person is capable of clear thought. We are despised in a way that is our best defense. We are despised, looked down upon.
If there is a message that you wanted to give to Michael Tellinger now,
He won't listen. I won't even waste my time. Because nobody really wants to listen to the African. We are called apes, unthinking monkeys. But that is much to our advantage. Some of the greatest black leaders in African history often used to play stupid in order to protect themselves. The man who killed Shaka used to behave like an idiot. He used to wear his loinskin back to front and wrong side out. And Shaka despised him. It was exactly like Brutus the one who really shoved it into Julius Caesar. The world has got to know, before Africa is destroyed, as she is in the process of being destroyed, the world has got to know what we know.